Hello and welcome to another video by myself, James Lawson-Smith, and today we are doing an unboxing and a first quick look at a new product. This one is the FritzBox 7560 from Digiweb. Now, first off, I'd like to thank Digiweb for sending this over to me to have a look at. If you'd like to know more about this device, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to be making a lot of videos about this, about how to set it up, how to program it, dial into it, all of those sort of things. And if you have any questions, please leave your comments down below. So first off, the paperwork you get with it is your quick start guide from Digiweb. Now this basically just shows you sort of what's in the box and, you know, how to plug it in and what goes where and all of that sort of thing, and how to activate your wireless connection, yada yada yada, all the stuff you need to know if you don't know what you're doing. You also get a sort of promotional item. You can win up to 12 months of free broadband with Digiweb, and basically they run a referral service. So basically if you refer somebody and they sign up to Digiweb, you get 30 quid off your bill and they get 30 quid off your bill, which is pretty darn cool. Some more advertising here. Award-winning internet security. It's just basically advertising their F-Secure internet service, free for 6 months. And if you'd like to know more about all of that, you can go to their website, digiweb.ie, internet security. And on to the actual device itself. So this is the new FritzBox 7560. It will be taking over from the older 7430 if you choose to upgrade. It is compatible with DSL up to 100 megabits for every DSL connection. So this is available for DSL, what Digiweb is pushing as ultra fast, and also their new Ciro service, or Ciro. I'm completely pronouncing that wrong, but basically they have a new sort of electric service that they're offering, and this is the modem that you will get with that package as well. So it also has wireless AC plus N with 1300 megabits, lightning fast wireless LAN with 2.4 and 5G. So first off, that is a benefit over the previous 7430, as it didn't have 5G, it only had 2.4. And I think the previous one was rated at 300 megabits, and this one on the 2.4 is 400 or 450. I'll put a little thing up here saying the actual speeds of the 2.4 and the 5. And also on the previous 7430, it only had standard 10-100 network connections, and this has gigabit connections, so your internal network is going to run a lot faster. So you've got your telephone system for IP and analog. So basically when you sign up to Digiweb, they offer a talk package which will enable an IP phone, which basically is voice over IP that works through the internet for cheap calls. This will be compatible with that, and also your standard analog phones that are already in your house. So basically you just plug it in and you can use your standard analog phone through the internet. If you have a DECT compatible phone, this will automatically connect up to 6 cordless telephones, and it also has a built-in answering machine. On the network side of things, again, it says 4 gigabit LAN ports and a USB 2. The USB 2 is used for extending the storage of the device, having a network printer, a network storage device, or a NAS as some of you may call it. But I will be going through how to set all of that stuff up in a separate video. You have Fritz OS that has media server, NAS, MyFritz, smart home, auto update. So these things, you know, update quite a lot. The interface on them is very simple and easy to navigate. Again, another video on that. So let's take a look at what you get in the box. So straight away you get some advertising from Fritz themselves. You get a little booklet, you know, telling you about all of the other things that they do. Put that to one side, and you get another quick guide from Fritz themselves in multiple languages, as per is the norm with these sorts of things. So the actual DSL box. So it looks extremely similar to the previous 7430, which I will do a comparison in a moment. So on the top you have your DECT button for connecting your DECT compatible phones. You have your wireless LAN button, WPS, for easily connecting wireless devices like phones and tablets. And the buttons you have on the front is you've got your power DSL, your FON, which is for your phone, DECT if you have a wireless DECT device connected, your wireless LAN, which is your Wi-Fi, your info light, which will tell you when you have your internet connected or do you have a new message on your phone. That can be set up for multiple things. So on the side here you have an odd looking phone connection. I think this may be a European connection of some sort, I'm not too sure. On the back we have your DSL port, your FON one, which would be where you would connect your analog phone. You have 4 gigabit LAN ports, and you also have your power port. And over on the other side you have your USB 2 input. Now, as I said earlier, this is used for extending the storage or setting up a NAS or that sort of thing, but I'll be making another video on those. So here we are on the back of the unit. So there's a lot of ventilation going on around here, and you also have your 2 hanging brackets. Now, just for those of you that do have this hung on the wall, I will let you know that these 2 hanging brackets are in exactly the same position as the 7430s. So we'll go on in and have a look to see what else you get in the box. So we get a LAN or DSL port, sorry, not a LAN port. So you've got your RJ11 and your RJ45. So in your quick start guide, and that tells you what goes where. And you also get your power brick. I'll put up here how long this power cable is, because I know some of you will be wondering how long is this power cable. So I'll put up sort of somewhere around here how long that is once I actually open it. So, and the final thing that you get with this is a Cat6 Ethernet or network cable. Now this is a shielded network cable. You can see the shielding around there. This is great if you want to plug in your desktop or your laptop if you have an Ethernet or network adapter on there. So a quick comparison between the 2 units. So this is the 7560 and this is the previous 7430. Now as you can see, the colours are slightly different. Your button or your lights are all in exactly the same place. Your buttons are again in the same place. Now where it gets a bit different is you can see the venting ports that are at the top here. There's a lot more on the new one than there was on the previous unit. Also on the back of these there is a lot more venting. So over here now is the 7560 and this one here is the 7430. So as you can see there's a lot more venting on the new one, so no risk of overheating. Not that I had any problems with the 7430. And as you can see the mounting brackets are in exactly the same place, so you're going to have no issues there at all. So comparing on the back, again the top unit here is the 7560 and this is the 7430. Now as you can see the ports are in slightly different positions, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue as there's quite a lot of this cable which would plug over to your DSL and your phone and stuff. The power port is in exactly the same place. So on the side here your USB is in exactly the same place. Again, this is the 7560 on top and this is the 7430 on the bottom. Now I mean profile wise they're almost identical. I think the 7560 is about 1 millimeter or 2 taller. There's not much in it. Width wise they are exactly the same, so all in all they pretty much look identical. Overall it's a great looking device. I've been using FritzBox devices for well over a year now and I've found them to be some of the easiest routers to navigate and use. So I will be making more videos comparing the 7560 up against the 7430. You know, I'll be comparing the speeds, the usability, and all of that sort of thing. So if that's something that you'd like to know about, please hit subscribe down below. If you have any questions about this device or even the previous 7430, please do let me know by leaving a comment down below. And I have been James Lawson-Smith. Thank you very much for watching. And this is the FritzBox 7560 from Digiweb. Thank you.